G'day everybody and welcome back to my channel, Starcub Review. I'm your host as always, Starcub, and today's video, and tonight's video obviously, is going to be an easy one, and that is from publisher Square Enix and developer Don't-Nod Entertainment, and that is Life is Strange 2. I just finished it on the Xbox Series X as of last night, and I have a lot to say about this, but before I get into that, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone new to my channel, tuning into my videos. I really do appreciate it. It's been fantastic to see, and to everyone returning, thanks so much guys. And don't forget, I did a live video a couple of days ago, a live stream. I do have that live stream on my YouTube channel, so go and check it out. I honestly don't know who tuned in. There were a couple of people that tuned in and said hello, but mostly with that video I just basically spoke about different subjects, about my likes, dislikes, certain subjects that were on my mind, about my anxiety and stuff like that. It's basically, it was a get to know me sort of thing. Not that I spilled my guts on everything. There's still a lot more that I want to do in different live sessions and talk about. If anyone else is interested, I will do up a poll for that and find out when it's best for everybody to kind of, they want me to do a video, a live stream video. But I'll figure that out in time. But let's, for anyone new as well, I have 2 links posted down below in the description for my TikTok and Instagram account. So go and check those out. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, Square Enix and Don't-Nod Entertainment have hit it in the ballpark yet again with Life is Strange 2. Yes, I know I'm reviewing it many years later, and I've only just gotten to number 2 after playing True Colors, Life is Strange, the first one, and haven't done Before the Storm, which I'm going to get to in time. But this one was released in 2018, so I know it's late. But I've only just started getting to games and buying games that are really taking my fancy right now. So I'm still getting to them. But this one I finished, and I can honestly say it's another banger. It is another tearjerker, emotional roller coaster ride, gut punch after gut punch after gut punch. And yeah, what more can I say about it other than the characters are very well written, although some of them are annoying, but that's besides the point. Didn't deter me from the story, the setting, the characters, side plots. It was great. The gameplay feels very, very similar to the first one. Third-person perspective, and the overall arc of this, the overall mechanic of this one is whichever decisions you make throughout the game affect outcomes in all the different chapters to follow. So there is that life choice decision whether or not to make a choice at each intersecting story in different points. Maybe it be the start or the middle or towards the end. Your choice, there's 2 choices, and some they'll have multiple choices after the first choice you've made. There'll be another one that quickly comes up. So it's all about moral decisions. Do you do the right thing? Do you not do the right thing? So it's all about questioning yourself too. Like, are you doing the right thing? You know, this one was crazy in terms of what was right, what was wrong, what you think is morally right, what is morally wrong, and some of it, you know, you may not get the best outcome, but it all depends on the decisions you make throughout the entire thing. And it may be a little small thing with a character that really changes the dynamic and the story as it goes along. And that's what I liked Is it as good as the first one? No. The first one for me is phenomenal. It's always going to be phenomenal. Max and Chloe, forever. Yeah. A ship, Max and Chloe. That storyline broke my heart so many times. So many times towards the end, and then the ending was just heartbreaking in itself. This one is heartbreaking. There's a lot of heartbreaking stuff in it, but this one, in terms of where it goes with the story, there's lots of dark themes. There's contemplating theft, contemplating bullying, contemplating just really dark stuff, like really dark political themes that are interwoven in the story that in today's climate it addresses everything. Even in, you know, come 2020, like we're in 2024 right now, this game reflects a lot of shit that is currently happening, and for a 2018 game to really make you question the themes, it's like, wow, a lot of it resonates with today's society. And it's all about making decisions that really impact not only you as the gamer, but also the characters around you as well. But it has political themes. It has it contemplates stuff like, you know, is it morally acceptable to, you know, bash the shit out of somebody because they bash the shit out of you? There's themes in it about racism. There's a lot in this about racism. One of the biggest things is racism, gun violence, bigotry. It plays on all those themes so well, and this is what got me engaged with the second one, was the so I will do the story, and basically the story is the story revolves around Daniel and Sean, two Hispanic American boys who become fugitives after an accident that leaves one family member dead. And it's all about their adventures traveling across the US West Coast to get to Mexico in order to be safe again from the police, from society, from the world itself. And it intertwines comic adventure with superhero themes and anti-hero themes. It is a very thought-provocative sequel, very thought-provocative. And as the story goes on, Daniel and Sean learn so many things, but at the same time, there's so many things that really fuck them up. And it is astounding. And on top of that, you find out that Sean's younger brother, Daniel, has telekinetic abilities. And it comes from a tragic accident that leaves a family member dead. And it triggers, and from there you have to try and figure out why Daniel's got these powers, why he's got them at this certain time. And as it progresses, you see the adventures of the boys, the hardships, the heartbreaks, and so many characters that they meet along the way that make this story an unbelievable journey that I think could become a movie in itself, or a series that is a self-contained series based on these two, and have an entire series with them to get to the end. That would be absolutely heartbreaking to do, but it would also be something phenomenal to do, because I feel like their story is just, it's raw, it's powerful, it's emotional, on a very different level. And like I said, a lot of it, you got social issues like racism, gun violence, bigotry, and some of it, you know, it resonates, especially the gun violence. It's very, very political with its gun violence in this game. Very political. And it's also, it shows just the depth of bigotry as well, which is so well written. This game is incredible on its own level, although I do have some gripes with it. But overall, it was amazing, and that's the general story. And obviously, I'll do a little bit of the gameplay. The gameplay very much is like the first one, where you pick up certain items that give you like trinkets and stuff. In this one, you've got a drawing diary where Sean will pick up mementos on the travels. He'll draw as a draw aspect where you pick a scenery and you focus on it and you draw that scenery, and it's done in his little notebook, in his pad, and it's absolutely amazing. It's a little bit more in depth. You've got things like it tracks where the boys are going and all the areas on a map. You've got the chapters that it follows, and there's like 6 items in each one that you pick up as mementos in each chapter. And it's just fascinating how well this is set up. And it's all in the form of his backpack, where you'll see different pictures as they go along, like in comic book form, in artistry form. It's a very well detailed mechanic. I like it. And very different to the first one. And let me tell you, this game is very, very different to number 1. Extremely different. This one focuses on a lot of different issues, and while some of them were very, very topic heavy, which I liked, but some of it was very, very confronting, and towards the end, it does get very, very, it's like really, really heartbreaking to see that Dontnod Entertainment and Square Enix really put so much effort and thought into how everything just plays out. The voice acting for Sean and Daniel are just gut-wrenchingly amazing. Their emotional performances from both of them are just absolutely incredible. And every supporting character that you meet, their voice acting is incredible. It's a fantastic game. It really, really is. The gameplay feels very much like the first one, and you've got all these different intertwining things you can use here. You can use Daniel's psychic abilities as he gets older, and you start progressing through the chapters. You start using his powers for certain things. I'm not going to get too much into it, but that's another aspect gameplay of it. You've got a mechanic where you've got to sneak as well and not make noises. So you've got to decide, are you going to break into a toolbox and it may cause a noise to wake a dog up, for instance, or you've got to make certain decisions, split decisions at certain times as well, with a quick little timer. Otherwise, that decision you don't make could affect the outcome in the next chapter. It's incredible. It's an incredible game. I enjoyed it for what it was. The gameplay, again, absolutely great. It's great that the menus are different this time, and how everything is set up on your journey so you can see it. And there's a money aspect, so you have to manage money as well. What stuff do you need for, like, when they go camping and stuff like that? You have to get it, people. If you've played it, then you'll understand. If not, go out and buy it, people. It's a ride. It's an emotional roller coaster of a ride, like the first one, and True Colors. But this one just hits very, very differently, especially if people have faced different adversities when it comes to bigotry. Yeah, I faced a lot of that. But it's also hardships. It's also when to take responsibility for your actions. The gun violence is very heavy in this. It is heavy. Racism is a big one as well, and the racism in this game is confronting, and it is like, whoa, this is what's happening today, and it's so sad to see. but it just works so well in this game that you just have to experience it to really understand what these boys go through in order to get to Mexico, and the people that they meet along the way. It's an incredible, amazing achievement. I completed all 47 achievements on this game. I've completed all the achievements for True Colors, and I've completed all the achievements for the first game, Life is Strange, as well. So these games mean a lot to me in terms of what I value from them, and that is the storytelling aspect, the characters, the settings, the emotional output from these games is incredible. That you got to really appreciate these games for what they are, because they really do deliver an experience like no other. They really do, on so many different levels. But they're amazingly written. Every performance that are in these games is an incredible effort from everybody. I really cannot praise these games enough, and I really hope that Square Enix will continue to do them. But also, I really want to see Don't-Nod Entertainment take the reins again with these games, because I know with Double Exposure it's a completely different developer. So I haven't played Double Exposure yet, but I've heard a lot of stuff about it, which is making me very apprehensive. But I've stuck with Max's adventures in the first one, and I really want to see how it all plays out for this one in Double Exposure. But I really think Don't-Nod Entertainment, they got screwed over big time. But I really hope they can make amends, and Don't-Nod will kind of essentially take the reins with Life is Strange again, because they did an amazing bloody job. Hands down, they did an amazing job. That's all I'm going to say. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. This one has been an incredible one to review. Share it with your friends. Let me know in the comments below what you like about the Life is Strange games, which ones you find better over this one. I would love to hear people's thoughts on the Life is Strange games, because these games really do they change you, and they make you think in so many ways how you could better yourself as well, how your life is. There's so many similarities in these games that I feel like I've experienced, and seeing my life the way that it is and how it's played out, I feel like my life is a Life is Strange game sometimes. I really do. And with that, thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. Don't forget to click the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell to keep up to date with all my upcoming stuff. I will do a poll to see when people would rather me do live videos. So I will get that up and running in the next day or two. And I'll have some more videos with you very soon. Alright, guys. Ciao.